innocence, and the overprotectiveness of a mother who tried to shield him from consequences. On paper, it was compelling. It painted Ethan as less of a predator and more of a wounded child lashing out at the world. But here's the tragic irony. While experts spoke of his pain, Ethan sat in his chair with that same crooked grin, glancing at jurors like he was challenging them to buy it. By the second week, the courtroom had become a battlefield of perception. The prosecution hammered away with evidence. The defense countered with psychology. But the real war wasn't happening at the tables. It was happening inside the jury box. Imagine being one of those 12 people. Every day, you wake up, come to court, and stare into the eyes of a young man accused of murder. You hear stories of trauma, excuses for arrogance, and endless attempts to sway your heart. But then, you look at the man himself. And what do you see? Not remorse, not fear, but contempt. It's a haunting thing, to stare into someone's eyes and realize they don't fear justice. They mock it. By now, Elizabeth Walker's silence had become deafening. Jurors started to notice her. Whispers filled the gallery. What would she say? Would she defend her son? Would she break down and beg for his life? Nobody knew. But Olivia Rodriguez, the lead prosecutor, knew one thing. Elizabeth Walker's testimony would be the turning point. Because deep down, Olivia suspected something no one dared to say aloud. Elizabeth wasn't just a witness. She was a key to Ethan's entire character. And when she finally spoke, the mask Ethan wore might finally begin to crack. The second week of the trial ended in silence. Testimonies had been given. The jury was tense. The families sat exhausted, as if every word spoken drained a piece of their soul. But all eyes turned to Elizabeth Walker. Her time on the stand was approaching, and with it, the moment everyone both dreaded and anticipated. Would she protect her son? Would she expose him? Or would she finally tell the truth that had been buried for years? In a trial filled with evidence and theater, it was not the experts or the lawyers who held the most power. It was a mother, and her silence was about to break. The courtroom had reached an eerie stillness. It was as if every heartbeat had synchronized with the impending revelation. Elizabeth Walker rose from her seat, her face pale but resolute, hands gripping her handbag as if it were the only anchor in a storm. Michael Clark, her son's lawyer, leapt to object, voice sharp and urgent. Your Honor, the defense has already rested. This is procedurally improper. But Judge Harris, experienced and wise, scanned the room and saw something no one else could deny. The raw need in Elizabeth's eyes. A mother's burden, finally surfacing. The court will allow it, he said slowly.